You think you're really fucking high and mighty, huh?
5,
4, 3, 2.
And let's get into the news.
Let's get right into the news.
Is that what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, that's what you wanted to talk about too, right?
I have 2 other things.
That's one of them for sure, though.
Yeah.
Also, somebody thinks that you're a big dumb fucking idiot head, and I'm not going to say his name.
David Traylor?
But it's Gabe.
Gabe?
Or also known as Jorm Alarm.
Why?
Because he thinks you're a dumb fucking idiot.
Finish it off.
Because of your take on Michael Jordan.
Oh, did he watch the whole thing?
Yeah, he goes...
I don't even remember what my take was.
I don't think that you realize when LeBron James came out of high school how big of a deal
Where's
he
your
was.
voice?
What? I don't know.
Are you sick?
Yeah, probably.
Ah, fuck.
I don't know. No, I'm not sick.
Anyways, keep going.
Am I losing my voice?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's from... I do this thing whenever I like laugh on Discord. I go... And I think it fucks up my vocal cords.
Okay. Anyways, keep going.
Which is just me laughing, but everybody's like, he sounds like Windex.
What's my take?
That you thought that Michael Jordan was like this, such a bigger icon, and everybody loved him.
Yeah.
I guess in the documentary, I've never seen the documentary. I never will.
Yeah.
You can't make me. You couldn't if you put a gun to my head and you said, watch this documentary, I'd put my finger inside where the trigger is and blow my fucking brains out. That's what I'd rather do than watch the Michael Jordan documentary. I think that he's the most bland entertainer, performer, basketball player I've ever seen in my entire life. Mm-hmm. Also, dog shit at basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make that very clear.
Yeah. I'm wishy-washy my take. LeBron James is the best now.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
I saw a good take on it that Michael Jordan might be the greatest. LeBron James is the best.
Yeah. That's what I was literally said last week.
Yeah, but you also were talking about how LeBron James wasn't that like big of a phenom and like didn't have that star power that Michael Jordan had.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, he's got more.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's got more.
No.
Yeah. When he's got more.
No, Nike wouldn't even be a shoe company without Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan has a high school in Cleveland.
Oh, right.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, that's right. I just Googled it up here in my head.
Name the high school.
Fucking, I don't know.
Name the most popular brand of shoes. That's because of Michael Jordan.
Adidas.
That's Kanye West.
Jordan didn't do that. Kanye did. Greatest basketball player of all time. Kanye.
Just saying. LeBron James is the greatest of all time and best. Both. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the argument.
I think that Michael Jordan shouldn't ever touch a basketball and should have never.
If I have coronavirus, I know who patient 0 is.
Yeah.
You.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's definitely not me.
We'll see.
But now you have me fucking riddled with the anxiety, you know?
It's okay. We have...
Like I said, I think that it's just from Discord, like
50
fucking
minutes.
up my voice.
What have you been doing?
I'm just playing a lot of video games.
Not Warzone.
Goofing. I've been new boot goofing.
Why not Warzone?
Warzone's fun, but like
the best.
I need like a full group like the entire time.
Yeah,
Otherwise
we can
like,
get that. Easy.
But then I gotta set it up.
Not really.
And there's just so much to do in World of Warcraft right now.
Oh my god.
Not what I want to talk about. Let's get right into the news.
You want to break it down?
Do you think that he overstepped?
Who?
H3, yeah.
No.
Even okay. So, recently, H3 made he's been making, I think that he's just like, I don't know.
Did you not notice your voice until I pointed it out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
It's probably been like slowly going away for the last couple days.
All right.
Is it really bothering you that much?
No, I just didn't know where did this. Your voice was fine when I talked to you on the phone today.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean,
I
noticed me lose. Actually, I think that I did notice me lose my voice like yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Might have even been earlier in the week. I think I was screaming at some point.
Well, at least we'll be done.
Maybe it was Warzone.
You've been losing your voice since Warzone?
Yeah. I remember
You want to go back to your
I remember me thinking about my voice kind of going away. But it just happens so often, I just never know.
Ethan overstepped, you think?
No. So, H3 Productions, Ethan and Neela.
Yeah.
He made a video about Keemstar because they've had online beef, some Twitter beef for quite a while. It's been going back and forth. Haven't liked each other in general much, and he's had him on the podcast once where Ethan kind of was he was standoffish to him. And
I haven't seen the podcast since I first initially saw it. From what I remember, it was fine. Like, they didn't seem like they hated each other.
When I watched it, it was kind of like not cringe in a way like, oh, Ethan's being cringe.
You think it was uncomfortable?
But it was uncomfortable because I was like, clearly Ethan doesn't like him, and it's kind of right over Keemstar's head, and he's just like not acknowledging it.
It's also been so long since I've seen this, I don't really know. But I don't remember me coming out of it and being like Ethan or Keemstar hate each other. Yeah.
And because of that, there's been just like, not because of that podcast, but just in general, there's been Twitter beef because Ethan doesn't agree with the takes that Keemstar has. Keemstar has some very weird takes on mental illness, very bad takes, and so
short and sweet. He basically says Keemstar just tells people to kill themselves. People with mental health. Things like people fake mental health issues.
Yeah, you fake it or you're just weak.
For business issues. Called a random old guy pedophile.
Yeah.
Ruining a guy's career.
I said this to you before. I like it because I think that Ethan makes good videos. So I enjoyed watching the video. Mm-hmm. It just felt kind of like he didn't drop anything new. Like, these are all like things that happened in the past. Yeah. It wasn't like breaking discovery. This happened. All of it being lined up, I was kind of like, oh shit, Keemstar is really like a fucking terrible person.
Yeah. Why do you think he overstepped?
The thing going around, I watched Penguin Zero Critical.
Yeah.
It's the going after his sponsor thing.
Oh, you don't like that?
Because the issue with it, right, is that opens the floodgates of now, hey, I don't like your take. I think that you're a shitty person.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be like I think that the amount that you have to do for these fans of like certain communities to just go after somebody's sponsor is going to be smaller and smaller. You know what I mean? Like right now, Keemstar shouldn't have fucking sponsors. I don't think the guy's a good person. I think he's fucking dog shit. He shouldn't have as big of a community as he does, because
you didn't see Ethan's follow-up video?
I did. I did. Yeah. I just watched it. And but I still don't like it because it's like I said, I mean, even now they're going after Ethan and Neela like fucking sponsorship.
You don't like you don't think Ethan was saying like G Fuels is like attached to him?
Yes, I get that, right? Yeah. Like it's part of him, right? Mm-hmm. But it's more that like you got to realize his community doesn't see it as that.
Whose community?
Ethan's. Because some of these people online are smart in certain ways, but not smart in others. They're not like they lack a lot of social concepts, and for that reason, they'll just like attack at anything. And I think that it's just going to be a snowball effect to where right now, okay, yeah, Keemstar does this and this and this, but now the next time there's like a beef between two creators, I think that each time it's going to take less and less for the community to attack certain things like that.
Yeah, that's possible. I honestly, when I saw the video the first time, I didn't either. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Now it seems like everybody's talking about this, like people losing sponsorships over possibly little things. Mm-hmm. That hasn't happened yet. Right?
I mean, I guess from what I saw on Twitter recently, Ethan and Neela lost an Old Spice sponsorship now because Keemstar's fans reacted back towards them.
So they lost an Old Spice sponsorship?
Yeah, but then Ethan made a tweet that really made me laugh. He said, Teddy Fresh just canceled our sponsorship, which it's funny because they own H3 owns Teddy Fresh.
Yeah, I don't know.
The issue is, right, is these bloodthirsty people on the internet, which I love them, right? I want to say, I eventually want this.
You want a Keemstar army.
Yeah, I eventually want. Yeah, I'm not going to call them an army.
Yeah.
I eventually want a militia
Yeah.
that can attack others
Yeah, that can ready up at them.
at any times. If somebody wrongs me, I want them to lose all their
And you want to be the
sponsorships.
command of the army.
Hey, first,
Yeah.
take out Ninja's fucking shoe sponsorship. That's what I want. Oh, I mean, first person I'm sicking my people on,
Yeah.
my militia's going after Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Get rid of that Nike sponsorship. It's mine now.
I don't. Does Jordan must have stock in Nike at this point, right? He must own like a percentage of that fucking.
Not enough to stop my militia. And that's for
fucking
sure.
2 people that we have so far. We'll get
Yeah,
there.
they'll be there, armed and ready to take down
I
their sponsorships.
have a lot to say, I think, about Ethan and H3 in general. It seems like for a while. I mean, I don't think I was ever like a diehard fan for H3 just in general.
Really?
I like Ethan and Neela. I've always just enjoyed them. I listen to the podcast every now and then. I haven't watched all their videos, like the very popular ones I've seen, but like the mid tier, even like some of the some of the popular ones I haven't seen. It is interesting that in the past like couple maybe year, people have like really turned on Ethan. They just hated him based on like his takes that he takes on the podcast. People say he's unresearched. Just like shit like that, people have really started to hate him. So did you see that Everybody Loves Ethan video? It seems like that was the start of like another shift where people are back on Ethan's side.
Which is weird to me because that was the shift. This most recent shift, I even said this to you, I don't like it. Because it seems like I said, I enjoy the videos that he makes. And
now
like,
they're just response videos?
But now they're just like, it seems like, hey, I'm just guarding myself. Rather than, so this Everybody Loves Ethan is like a Everybody Loves Raymond parody type
it's
thing.
a little sitcom in the beginning. And then he addresses this criticism video that he had, which had 1 million views.
Yeah.
And he goes through it point by point.
It also had a very...
Just put it to the side.
Yeah, I know. I was doing that, literally. It had a very good like to dislike ratio. A lot of likes. And I don't know. It's just... It almost seems... The issue that I have sometimes with like some of these content creators is that the way that they talk about these other creators is that like they're not flawed either, which I think that Ethan like acknowledges like where his flaws are. But as of recently, I think that it's kind of he almost feels like he's above everybody else on the platform. When he talk, especially like somebody like Keemstar.
Yeah, I definitely can get that from Ethan. I don't know. It just
I like him a lot. I still enjoy his content. Like I said, these videos I liked. It was just that it's not the type of videos that I want. Like I don't want him to attack somebody because they've been after him. Like if he made like this content nuke thing, like how iDubbbz does, like the content cop, where I don't know personally because. I watched Content Cop late, but were those like response videos? Those were mainly just he just saw that these guys were
and he just did
bad
it.
people. Yeah, see, I like that. Like,
so you don't like that he just like instead of him just making a video, he's doing it in response to things.
It seemed more like that he did this to make him look better because he's talking shit about this person that's talking shit about him, rather than like. Hey, we have this like
we're gonna shed light on something.
Yeah, we have this growth that's on YouTube that I'm trying to fucking smack down, which I think iDubbbz kind of did with his content.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I don't think I really have a point. I think I just don't care about H3 that much anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
When people are loving these last videos, and that's great if they do.
But you've always disliked Keemstar and just been like,
this Keemstar thing. I'm just like, remember when we were playing Toontown with that 17-year-old kid, and he started like doing the Keemstar shit. I think it's because like he like legitimately watches it, and that's just what Keemstar's audience is like young kids.
Yes.
And I don't know if you're gonna stop that, It's just like he's just like a weird amalgamation that unless like YouTube itself steps in and takes him down, I just think like
he's just going to have these.
It just feels like a circle jerk.
See, and it's so weird.
Like Keemstar does bad stuff. Somebody makes a huge video on him. He fires back. Now it just feels messy. Like I think Ethan, maybe he did it because he responded because of all like the Keemstar was coming after him, and like it wasn't like maybe he did it for the wrong reasons, maybe he did it for the right reasons. I just think it's like gonna end up being like pointless. It just feels messy, and I don't know. The whole thing is just like
seems very pointless. Yes. Yeah, I mean that's it. In general, like I said, Keemstar's
a good 46-minute video. It's good.
I mean, since Content Cop, I mean, maybe even before then, they like other people knew this, but like since then. People have kind of known that like Keemstar is like a douchebag, and they just are either fine with it.
Yeah, somehow he's allowed to do it. I don't know why.
Yeah, and it's very weird too, the type of people that he attracts as well, because it's the like kid demographic.
Yeah, like the middle school to high school.
Yeah, and it's very odd that because he's like the oldest person on YouTube ever.
He does seem very elderly. I don't know.
He's like actually like 38, I think.
Yeah. That's an old. It's a weird. And he also seems like he has.
But he tries to be hip and young because he like wears like hype beast stuff.
That is weird.
And he hangs out with the FaZe Clan all the time.
Is he part of FaZe?
I don't know. He's associated with it though.
Because FaZe Banks was in that content.
Yeah. Have you seen his documentary on FouseyTube?
Who? FaZe Banks?
No. Keemstar.
I've never seen a Keemstar video in my life.
He did like a 3-part series on FouseyTube where he just followed him around during like a manic state and was like on and off the phone with him, and it was just like.
Oh, and FaZe was in it.
Yeah,
is that what that clip?
He was trying to get all the FaZe people to go to it, and like Banks was like, I mean, I might go to it, but like I don't really support this. Like this guy's clearly going through a manic episode.
Yeah,
and like. It showed it in that, but like pretty much that's kind of how it was. And then there was like a couple FaZe people that went to it. Like literally, it was all no names at this like thing that FouseyTube set up, except for Keemstar.
People have a love-hate relationship with FaZe too, right? They're like a messy organization. People don't like FaZe Banks. And there's the Tfue FaZe Banks drama.
Yeah, I mean it's just like the swagged out like esports team.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
They just. Breed drama? I don't know. I don't know much about them.
I mean, it's just a bunch of kids. So
do you know the other drama that's happening? That's been going on. You probably don't. It's also big internet stuff.
I might.
I don't think you do.
Okay, bring it up.
Barstool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do know about it?
Yeah, Call Her Daddy.
Yeah. Well, before I go in for this, I want to say this.
We talked about the guy. We actually talked about Call Her Daddy's boyfriend on this podcast.
Did we?
Before it even happened.
Did we?
Yeah, I think last week or the week before.
What did we say?
We talked about Shrek, Lord Farquaad.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's true.
We talked about Lord Farquaad
it also
in quite a detail.
This one you might not know. Starting in September, the Joe Rogan podcast
going straight to Spotify.
You do know. You've been up to.
You have to realize everything that you know, I know better. Except I know less of it because I forget it.
So it's all going to Spotify. Which is interesting because he was never on Spotify before, and actively would say like I'm not going on Spotify because they just generally try to fuck the creators over, and they try to they cut these deals that are just like garbage.
Yeah.
So that's why he didn't go on Spotify initially. Is that like I think he even like there was a time when I don't think they approached him or anything, and to put his library on Spotify, he might have even had to pay. It was just like a weird.
Really?
It was like a weird situation. So he's like, no, fuck that. Why would I ever do that? That doesn't make sense. Now the entire JR everything it's just going to be on Spotify, not on iTunes.
It's not going to be on YouTube.
Not on YouTube.
That's the worst.
Even videos aren't going to be on Spotify.
That's going to be the death of JR.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
I disagree. Spotify has so many users. It's going to be fine.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like transitions like that. I don't like exclusive transitions.
His clips are going to be on YouTube.
I think that they're so bad.
I could be wrong, but I think that's how it is.
I think that it's so bad when people do like any type of exclusive deals, like Mixer,
you think it's bad?
Facebook.
You think it's bad for who? You think it's bad for the creator?
The creator, yes. I mean, not from a monetary standpoint.
You know how much money he's getting?
A lot of money.
How much money
I
do you
don't
think?
give a shit.
You don't care?
That's what I don't care about. The issue is, I personally am never going to hear from. I'm never going to see a Joe Rogan podcast again or hear a Joe Rogan podcast ever again. Like,
you have Spotify.
Yeah, but I'm never going to listen to that shit.
Why?
Because why would I listen to that shit?
What do you mean?
It's so fucking. There's a reason why I don't even upload our podcast to SoundCloud anymore. It's like, watch us. Look at us. Hey, look at me. I'm right here, dude.
I know the reason why you don't do it is because...
No, it's very easy. That's the easier one.
What do you mean?
SoundCloud's the easier one. The reason why I don't upload it is because it's dog shit. I don't need to. And if you listen on SoundCloud, fuck you. And if you didn't see me because you're listening on SoundCloud, I'm holding up two middle fingers.
How long
with
have
my
you not
thumbs up.
uploaded them?
Every single time that you make me do it.
That's so crazy.
I've done it like once or twice.
I know.
But then I just stopped doing it.
I know.
Because if you listen on SoundCloud, fuck you.
It's so fucking... That's so stupid.
This is active beef now that I have with Manfred and the others that watch on SoundCloud.
Nobody listens on SoundCloud.
Nobody listens on SoundCloud.
I mean, nobody listens in general.
But if you want to come and you listen to our shit and you listen to it without watching it, just know you're up there with Michael Jordan. And who else do we have beef with? George Lucas.
Your point...
I have active beef with George Lucas, Michael Jordan, and whoever listens on SoundCloud.
Your point is fucking stupid.
No.
So many people listen to things on Spotify.
Yes, I get that, right? iTunes, but I think that
SoundCloud.
exclusive deals immediately cut your viewership. Immediately.
Oh, yeah.
No matter which way you look at it,
it
cuts your viewership, which therefore it decreases.
So why don't you upload it to SoundCloud?
Because fuck SoundCloud.
Yeah, because you're lazy.
No, it's not because I'm lazy.
Yes.
I want it to be known that I want you to watch on YouTube.
It's so easy to upload.
And if you listen anywhere else, and maybe this will one day get uploaded somewhere else. I don't care because fuck them. If you're just listening to us, you don't even know anything that's going on.
As soon as we move out of here, everything's gonna be uploaded to SoundCloud. It's not. It's just like that. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, and then try uploading to other places where they can only listen.
Yeah, it's easy.
They're all fucking bitches too. Every single one of them. And if you didn't see that because you're listening,
$100 million.
I just pointed $100 million.
$100 million.
That's what I'm getting paid.
Joe Rogan's.
Okay, yeah, I'll go on Spotify.
That's
if you want me, we're exclusively on Spotify now. We're on Spotify.
That's what the New York Times and BBC have estimated, and they think it's gonna be higher.
It's still, I don't know. I don't like exclusive deals, and I don't.
$100 million.
I don't give a. He has $100 million.
Now he does.
He for sure. That guy for sure in his lifetime will be richer than Jerry Seinfeld.
It's very possible, but I'm just saying. That's something to sneeze at. It's a huge deal. So this is the reason I didn't do this for you to have a rant about why exclusivity sucked. I did this to bring it into the
Do you have you have a deal for us?
No.
You got a deal that you're trying to lay on my table?
No.
Throw a couple deals at me. No. I want you to.
Okay.
Throw a couple deals at me. And place thing, whatever the rights are.
Okay. You have to upload the podcast to SoundCloud and all the things that you didn't upload. That's the deal.
Okay, and then how much money do I get?
Nothing.
Come on. You can do better.
I mean, You
I
can
think
in
in
my heart I knew.
I'm
but
talking to you.
I've just accepted.
No, you're an executive. You're an executive of SoundCloud.
You have so little to do.
You're executives,
and you still manage to make me angry. I don't know how that's possible.
You're the executive of SoundCloud. Throw a deal my way.
Your way?
Yeah. With the Monologue podcast.
I'll pay you money to stop doing this.
How much? Give me a number.
$10.
Okay, yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, now give me another deal. Spotify.
I don't want to give you deals.
No, give me some deals.
No.
Because I'll break it down for you. I'll go through the whole.
Breaking down? I don't want to give you anything. You do nothing. You're nothing without me.
You can give me a little bit more.
You have nothing.
Give me a little bit more.
$100.
A little bit more?
For what?
I'll take it.
Call her daddy. You want to take it?
Are way weaker than us. They're tiny little humans.
They are little girls.
They are little girls. And I want to make that clear. That
what do you do to little girls? Go ahead.
Nothing. I try to steer clear of them.
Okay, great.
Since 2000. 12 or whatever.
They don't do their podcast. Bum, bum, bum. Legal issue, monetary issue, things not working well behind the scenes. They're not getting paid, in their mind, enough.
Not both of them. Just one of them, I think.
I know the whole thing.
Yeah, only one of them is unhappy with it.
Did you listen to... So, they haven't done the podcast for over a month.
Did the angel send you that thing?
Who?
The angel?
No. Nothing.
Oh, yeah, she sent me a thing. She was like, send in your best work.
So...
I was like, everything that I make, everything that I touch is great.
You know Dave Portnoy, right?
Yeah. Let me make this clear real quick. Quick tangent. There is no best work when everything is at perfection. If I only create perfection, I don't have best work.
I think realistically, if I was to jump into your mind and be like, "Oh wait, I understand it," I think I'd be more confused if I got out of it. I don't think you understand
what are we talking about.
I don't know.
Are we talking about how great? Well, no, because Chelsea said, "Hey, send in your best work" in that video of Dave Portnoy, and I was like, "What do you mean by best work?"
I don't know what that is.
It was a video like, yeah, we look at podcasts. We send him just like reaching out to like other like creators, but the fact that she tried to tell me to send in my best work, I was like, then I have to go.
Okay, slow down. You're not explaining things. You're telling me a girl named Chelsea sent you a video of Dave Portnoy and he's looking for content creators, and then she said, "Send in your best work," referring to us to him.
Yes. Not. I don't think us.
Don't just
because otherwise she would have sent it to you as well.
Hold on.
Yeah, she would have.
Don't just start going off like I'm there. I have no idea what you're talking about sometimes. That's what I meant when I.
Well, then why don't you understand, bro? Who's this on?
And if I was sending in my best work, it would just be of me.
That's weird. I can't even say it would be just of me, because if I touch it, it becomes perfection. Even if you bring it down, like you want to make these episodes like 5 out of 10, but I'm like, oh, no.
When people listen to this podcast and they hear my voice, they're like, "Oh, okay, this is fine." And then when they hear your voice,
that guy should be on radio. That guy should
bang their head into the walls.
That guy should
you make no sense.
That guy should be on the most credible news source television of CNN.
Dave Portnoy was on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Yes.
He did, after a month and a half of them not doing it, he jumped on and he did a 30-minute episode explaining the whole everything.
With them?
No, just him.
So he made a Call Her Daddy podcast?
Yes, it's called Daddy Speaks. That's what he called it.
Okay.
And he explains it.
I like that.
He explains it from when they started the podcast to the very end.
Okay.
So all the money issues, how much money people got paid, how much people they didn't get paid, everything, why the girls backed out, why they didn't back out, all of it. That all get explained.
He dropped numbers?
Yes.
Really?
Exact numbers.
Really?
Yes.
Big numbers?
Huh?
Big numbers?
Here's the thing. First, they signed a 3-year deal with Barstool.
Yes.
A blonde girl.
Good looking.
They're both good looking people. You can't say the other one isn't.
No, the other one's good looking, but not quite as good looking as the blonde girl.
Blonde girl is the one who came to Dave, or that's who initially came up with the Call Her Daddy idea, and came to Dave, who was talking to Barstool.
Her name's Alexis.
I don't know their names.
I don't know either their names either.
One
of them might be Sarah.
And when they started the Call Her Daddy thing, that's when they found out that brunette girl is going to be part of it as well. They initially were 50-50 straight up.
Okay.
From the beginning. And then, through somewhere in the middle, blonde girl found out she does the editing, she uploads, she does everything. The girl just showed she's the you, the brunette girl.
No, the blonde girl.
No, she's the you. The brunette is you.
I'm the sexy blonde.
No, I'm the blonde. The brains of it, doing all the important
stuff. You think
stuff.
that you're the sexy blonde?
Yeah.
I'm the sexy blonde.
So she came to Dave. She's like, "Hey, I'm doing more work. I think I could get a raise." And Dave was like, "Yeah, you do more work. You get a raise." So she made more money for a little bit. Here's what happened. So they were getting paid about $70,000.
Okay.
Pretty decent.
Pretty solid.
But for as popular as it is, it's a top 10 podcast listened across the board.
Yes.
70,000. is not a lot of money for that. And they had bonuses in their contract for download uploads. So by the end of it, they were both making about $500,000.
Yeah.
For first year, right?
Okay.
Still pretty good. Also, gotta say, top dog, Joe Rogan, that's why I want to bring it up. He's making $100 million for exclusive rights. Yeah. So when you're making, they're not Joe Rogan's level, but when you're making $500,000, still a little disparate, you know?
I mean, I've seen them in like top 3 is like right. Like literally right underneath.
So when the top guy is making $100 million and they're only making $500,000, that's where they start going like, oh, we need to renegotiate their contracts. In Dave Portnoy's mind, he's saying they're making pretty fucking good money for the first year. And that's where a lot of the Barstool like supporters are like saying like, why were they even complaining they were making a lot of money? In my head, when I listen to it, this is just like my opinion. I think they should have renegotiated for sure. Like that's them. I'm like in the content creators like they're like the talent
for sure.
They should get paid what they're worth.
Yep.
So this is when things get slimy. The two girls start like the brunette girl dates the guy, the suit man who looks like Farquaad.
Suit man.
He's the head of HBO Sports. That's who he is.
Okay.
So they start
Squarehead.
They start shopping behind the scenes. Their
normal
podcast.
People's heads should go through like the oval, like if you, like that like piece where you put the pieces into each shape.
Yeah.
Like star and star.
Correct.
His head goes into square.
It is remarkably square. Like,
yes.
It's crazy.
Right angles all across the board.
It bothers me how weird looking he is for how hot those girls are.
Yes.
Anyways. So they go behind the scenes and start shopping their podcast.
Yep.
And trying to sign somewhere else. Knowing full well that they don't have the IP to Call Her Daddy. So they can't legally go anywhere. They're under contract for 3 years. Barstool initially never would have signed the deal. Dave says this. He never would have like signed with them if they didn't get the IP. It's just like, we need the IP because we need to make this a mutual beneficial kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then after the 3 years, they renegotiate, whatever. Right? So they're shopping around and they're saying all these lies like we own the IP and like all these misconstrued
Both
things.
of them are even the hot blonde?
Yeah. They're both, they're together right now. They're like a unit.
Okay.
They're complete. They're like together.
Okay.
No problem. Coronavirus hits, right? So now Barstool's in a bad position. They have no content. Sports are done. They have no shows going.
Yeah.
Like the fucking pizza reviews, that's basically, they have nothing.
Yeah.
And for each episode that they don't do of Call Her Daddy, Barstool loses $100,000 each episode.
At least, yeah.
That's direct numbers from Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it could even be more.
It could even be more.
Especially like around this time.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how many girls are just like picking up podcasts now?
Dave is hearing rumors that they're shopping it, but he's trying to renegotiate. He's been trying to renegotiate the whole time, and the girls are just like, no, not doing it. He's given him plenty of offers of like good stuff. Like by the end of it, this is the offer that he sent to them. That he was like, okay, I'm gonna cut your deal, so you don't have to do the full 3 years. We're gonna cut it by 6 months. You guys are out from a year today, so it's gonna be shorter. You guys get our 50-50 partners. You could pay the exact same amount. You guys get guaranteed $500,000 each. Like that's how much money you get. After a year, also you get the IP of Call Her Daddy. You just finish out the year. It's all yours, and we're done. And that's it. And you also get bonuses for like downloads. Okay. So it's like it's like a crazy good deal. It's such a good deal. Do you know the part of my take, guys? The Barstool Sports, like it's with Big Cat and PFT.
Yep.
Dave was telling them about this.
The thing that fat fuck watches.
Yes. And Big Cat was like, what the fuck do you mean they get the IP of Call Her Daddy? We don't have that. Why did they? That's fucking. They didn't understand. They were so confused.
Really?
It was such a good deal that Dave was confused. They were like, no, we're not doing it. They still turned that down. The thing that Barstool was going to get in the situation, they have like a liquor that's like a Call Her Daddy liquor. Yeah. Barstool was still going to get like a huge percentage of that, so that's where their money comes in.
Okay.
So this is where things get crazy. Blonde girl was like, hey, Dave, I'm being honest. I would have taken that deal right now, but I can't because brunette girl doesn't want to do it.
Okay.
And this is where, I guess, the suit guy stuck his neck out to get like another deal with these girls.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to go off and do a podcast called The Fathers, which is just going to be Call Her Daddy, just not the same name. And they had like a solid deal, I guess, somewhere. Not as good as the Barstool deal.
Really?
No.
It's just that they wanted the IP or something?
The brunette's boyfriend got them this deal, and the brunette was like, well, I can't back out of this deal because my boyfriend got it for me. And if we back out, that's going to fuck him over.
Really?
And the blonde girl's like, you're a fucking idiot. We have a great deal with Barstool. Like, why don't we just do this? And she was like, I'm just being honest. Every time you guys Barstool conceded, they were just going to keep moving the goalposts back and then just trying to get more and more. And they were never going to sign a deal because of this guy in the suit. So that's the drama. That's what's going on.
Really?
Yeah.
So, see, that's so confusing.
And now blonde girl's trying to come back to Call Her Daddy and get shit going. And I don't think brunette girl's going to be there.
Because I don't get where they feel like they have leverage because they have a contract.
They did have leverage in the fact that they're the talent.
Yeah, I get that, right? And that, like, Barstool's losing money, but, like, they can't just, like...
And coronavirus.
Yeah, the coronavirus and shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I just don't see it because if they're under contract, can't they sue them if they just go and make another podcast?
Yes, yeah. The people that they were going to sign with, they were ready for the lawsuit.
Really?
Yeah, that was like, they were prepared to be sued. And they had a Barstool contract that they were looking through to, like, see if there's any loopholes to get out. Theoretically, they were going to, like, when it came to, like, defense, they were going to say, like, woman equality issues and, like, Barstool.
Really?
That's the rumors that Dave Portnoy said.
That's nuts.
And then Dave was like, "You like," he said his net worth was like $100 million. It was that guy's fucking crazy.
I don't think that's fully true.
I think it is.
Really?
I think it's about $100 million. He said after the stock market crashed, it's a little bit less, but it's right around there. You think it's more or less?
Less.
You think it's less? I do not.
I feel like that guy can't be worth that much.
I do, because he sold Barstool Sports twice.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know the exact situation. I do think it's that amount. But I don't know why they didn't sign that 50-50, you guys get the IP deal. It was such a crazy deal. Like, all they had to do was wait a year out. They would have the IP. They would have got all that money from like $500,000 guaranteed, and then plus bonuses with based on downloads. Mm-hmm. And then after even if they didn't like the amount of money they were getting, after a year, they would have had the IP and just could go anywhere and sign for maybe not $100 million somewhere, but
like a significant
$20 million,
money. Yeah.
$30 million. It's and now they're just fucked.
And plus, if they broke off from Barstool, the way that Barstool operates, I just feel like their career would never be exactly what it was.
Most likely not. Barstool is such a huge influence, and that's clearly why they got so popular so quickly, is because of Barstool.
Yeah, it pushed them forward.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're talented as well.
Yes.
They're not my cup of tea. I would never listen to them.
Mm-hmm. And they hit that niche. There's obviously
they hit that girl market.
They hit the girl market on all cylinders, right?
Yeah.
They're everything that they want to hear. So it's they had it, but it's just also Barstool Sports pushed them to that next level.
Yeah.
So that's just so insane to me. I don't know. I feel like it. I'm all for content creators getting what they deserve, and fighting for that. But at some point, take a fucking deal.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Especially from the hand that feeds. Somebody that I mean, maybe they didn't like it there or something.
They didn't really interact with the Barstool people, from what I'm aware. I don't think many of the people that are the personalities of Barstool. Just never interacted with them at all. They were basically a separate entity, besides the fact that Barstool promoted them. Okay. It's a weird situation.
So maybe they just didn't like the environment.
I don't know.
Being there. I mean, personally, as a guy, I feel like Barstool would be a cool place to work. But
I don't know much about them. Just besides the big ones, I listen to Part of My Take when I like the guest.
Yeah, I don't ever watch any of them.
I can't listen to Part of My Take too much.
I just like Dave Portnoy.
His pizza reviews are good.
Yeah, I like those. So
Also, I like his mentality. When there is controversy,
he's all about it.
he's in.
And he's in the front line. The fact that he did that, that's so cool.
Yeah,
And he was very open about it.
I don't. He's very smart. Obviously, he has like painted this picture where now any leverage that those two girls had.
Yeah.
I don't think they do have it anymore
At all.
It just like he literally put this story out to not like a percentage of the audience, their whole audience.
Because it was on their IP and all that.
Yeah, it's just right on the Caller Daddy feed. You just click it. It's the first. If you don't keep up on Twitter and you weren't like following them on Instagram and everything, and you just listen to the Caller Daddy through Spotify or wherever the fuck on iTunes, and you're like, oh shit, a new fucking podcast.
Yeah.
You're not gonna not listen to it.
How long has it been since they've made a podcast?
Since like before coronavirus.
Okay.
It's like been a month and a half. So at least
and
like
they were like what, once a week?
Yeah.
Podcast. Okay.
And they had been hinting, I guess, at like things to come, new things to like stay tuned. We can't say anything now because we legally can't talk about it. And then Dave was like, I don't know what they're talking about. They can legally talk about anything. And he was like, I'll say everything.
I like that too. Is that like he's never one to shy away, and like the fact that he's like throwing out numbers and everything.
Yeah, he said specifically exactly how much money they got made, and he would said at what points they made the same amount of money, what points they did not, why they made enough, and even at the end when he was going to sign a deal, he's like they were going to be 50-50 partners. I don't know why Brunette Girl is saying that she's like getting. It's just like the Brunette Girl is.
It's just Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yes.
That guy's a weird looking.
So
dude.
he even at the end was like, if Brunette Girl's name is Sophia, Blonde Girl's name is Alex.
I was close with Alexis.
Yes. So he's like, if Sophia wants to come back, we'll make a podcast with her, and we'll put it on the Caller Daddy feed, and she can tell her story exactly how. We'll do it all.
Yeah.
And same thing with Alex. They can do whatever. We'll promote the hell out of it. We'll do both. We don't care. Mm-hmm. But that deal that they had before is not there anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they get the IP anymore.
Man, I don't know. It's just like at some point, cut the fucking deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you offered me $100 earlier, and I was like, I asked for more, but dude, I would have taken like 20.
Yeah, you really had my hand bent over. What's the saying? Behind my back?
Arm behind my back, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't want to fucking talk to you at all.
Yeah. And I just wanted you to fucking give me anything. You probably didn't even, I mean, you don't have to give me anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I just do all this work for nothing.
Do you have any World of Warcraft drama you want to talk about? Or
no.
Okay, we'll skip it.
No.
Because I am curious about what that is.
I mean, just an e-girl's back, and that's it.
Okay.
It just like, it's so stupid. There's that.
Right before I came here, my girlfriend and I were laying in the bed.
Making sweet love.
And we were just making passionate.
Kissing. Hugging,
and
fucking.
She was talking about her roommate's
licking.
Her roommate's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. About how when they first started dating, the guy was working out all the time. And then.
Working out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then ever since they started dating, he just like stopped working out and started getting fat. Okay. And he's just like, she was like, I didn't even recognize him anymore.
Really?
And then she kind of just hung on it. How do you think I took that?
You probably were like, because normal person like me, I'd be like, what? You saying that about me, bitch? You were like, oh, thank God that's not me, because I'm fucking jacked.
No. I took it the way you took it.
Really? That's weird, because I could never see you like going like, me.
She said she didn't mean it like that. But that's where I came from. She said she was relating it to his friend group. She was saying it's you. About you. About his friend group. But I only took it in the fact that my girlfriend thinks I need to work out and that I'm gaining weight. Where's your head at? I don't know. I don't even know if she meant it in that way. She said she doesn't. And
That you need to work out. And you've been gaining weight.
You think I gained weight?
I know that you've gained weight.
You think I've gained weight?
I know that you have.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
That sounds way too defensive.
I haven't.
This entire time you've been wearing one of those Brodiers to keep your stomach in. You go home.
I've never seen one of those. And have you ever worn one?
No. Why would I have ever worn one?
What do you mean?
Have you ever seen me in a shirt? Like my rolls literally pour out of my fucking shirt.
Do we know anybody who's worn those?
Yeah.
Who?
Brandon.
That's not real.
I know.
That's not real.
I know. Yeah.
What's the most you've gotten in weight? Is it now?
Upwards of 400 pounds.
Is it right now?
Upwards of 400 pounds. No. Because I dropped weight during quarantine. It was like 280.
That's how much you were weighing currently?
No. I'm down to probably 268.
280?
268.
Why at that point? Why not just get the 300?
I should.
Why not?
I could really bulk up. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I have no motivation to be skinnier, other than sometimes when you were doing all that call her daddy stuff, I was like, am I dying?
Oh, because
sometimes I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah.
And after I eat, sometimes my chest feels like it's caving in, which I don't think is a good sign.
Luckily we have pizza coming at 10:30.
Yeah.
So we're good to go.
And now what I think is because right now it feels like there's something clogged in my chest and my throat. So if I put food down there,
Yeah.
it'll just push that clog.
Did me
that's right
saying
there.
you have corona, does that make you nervous?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, immediately I was like, wait, my voice is going. Is it hard to breathe? Is it hard?
If you hold your breath.
And then I started going like this. Wait, my lips don't taste like anything.
I can't smell anything.
Okay, I went, how long do I have to hold my breath for?
If you can't hold your breath at all, you have it.
Oh, fuck, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
That was a little misconception. I see you breathing. Yeah, we're good. Who are you doing this for?
For myself. I'm not even kidding you. That wasn't for anybody else. I was like, when you told me the breathing thing,
That's not a real thing.
I was like, oh, wait.
That's fake.
Is that?
Yeah, that was a misconception when this fucking thing started.
Was it?
Yeah.
Then why have I didn't?
I don't know.
I do that so often.
I hate this coronavirus thing. I don't even care anymore.
I do that, and then I miss my Whoop band being charged because the nice part about my Whoop band, I could just pull up my phone and check my heart rate.
I can't find mine. I don't know where it is. During the move. Yeah, I've just lost it.
Really?
I just don't know
That
where it
means
is.
that you lost.
Are we doing it?
Yeah.
We've been doing it for the past month?
Yes.
No, we haven't.
Yes.
No.
Brandon even got his strain up to 16.
Yeah, I see that people are doing stuff, but nobody's taking it seriously.
The bet's on.
No, it isn't.
The bet's on, big dog.
No, it hasn't
Yes,
been.
it is. Would I make something up like this?
Is it actually on?
I had a terrifying moment earlier.
You haven't been wearing it either, so what does it fucking matter?
I had a terrifying moment.
And if I'm higher than you, then it's fine.
When I was walking
Yeah.
over there, I accidentally nudged into my Millennium Falcon, and I
Yeah.
thought that I almost fell.
Yeah, I think I'd be happy. Do you think you couldn't repair it? Probably, right?
No, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, I work on Millennium.
So if I smash it, you're fine with that?
Here's the thing. If you smash it, I'd know exactly where every single piece goes. I could probably put that together because I know the Millennium Falcon so well. I could do it without even looking.
Did I ever tell you if I ever had a TV show, I just wanted a scene where I have to smash Millennium Falcons constantly because I just want an intern on set who had to constantly make Millennium Falcons.
Yeah. You've never told me that.
Yeah, I just want to do that.
Where do you think that stems from?
Because Tyler Voss had a Millennium Falcon as a kid, and he put it underneath his bed, and his mom just shoved it into a closet and destroyed it.
Okay. What do you think that really means?
Nothing. I just like the idea of having...
Where does your hatred stem?
There's no hatred.
So it's just...
You're not trying to get... There's nothing you're going to get at from me anymore.
No.
Do you think there's anything you don't know about me?
Yeah. You
Like
do,
what?
because you do weird things just on your own sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about something that I've done. Earlier today, you don't know exactly what happened in my day.
Oh, I do.
I knew you were going to say that.
I do.
See, This is what I'm saying. When I say things,
Your boss came into your work.
I generally know the way you're going to respond to things or how you're going to take them.
See,
is there anything that I can do that would surprise you?
Get fat.
Me getting fat?
Yeah.
Are you saying this is surprising you now? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't think you can do anything surprising to me besides like a horrific
What about
crime.
this?
That's what is that? Pointing at something?
The bed.
Oh,
made.
Great. Or
Every
just being
single
on
day.
time today?
Yeah. I've been on time to work too.
What are you trying to prove?
Everything.
I don't think there's anything you can do to surprise me anymore.
No.
No.
What besides horrific crime, what would surprise you?
Just horrific crime.
Really?
Yeah, if you were like secretly a rapist
So you
or
think
a murderer.
that I'd just do something random, like, I don't know. Say, what if I just started going to school and be an astronaut?
No.
That wouldn't surprise you?
No, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I
That's
would.
what I'm saying.
No, I could.
No, you couldn't.
I don't think I could either.
Do you know
space spooks me out?
being an astronaut, you have to be fucking really good at shit. Yeah. Don't say yeah. No.
Have you ever known me to be bad at something? Name one thing that I'm
Yeah.
bad at. What?
Yeah.
Exactly. Can't name a single thing. I'm pretty good at almost everything.
Can you be normal around girls you're attracted to? Is that possible?
Oh, what if that happened? What if, like, one day I was just smooth?
That would surprise me.
That would be surprising to you.
But-
like, what if I went up to a girl?
But I've just said you can't do anything that would surprise me. You're not going to do that.
See, but there is times when I do.
What?
There's been times where I've been smooth. Have I ever told you about the story at the harp? Did I tell this recently to you, or did I tell it to somebody else? So there's this streamer. Her name's Nagura. She's a very good World of Warcraft player, and she's got a distinct look. She's got kind of like a longer face, but I think it's cute. I think she's a cute looking girl. I saw this girl at the harp. She was a bartender. She looked just like her.
Let me pause real quick.
Yes.
One thing that doesn't surprise me when I pop on Twitter, when I see a streamer girl,
Yeah, and I like the photo.
it's the only reason why I see it is because you like the photo.
I love them.
A lot of them.
A lot.
And a lot of the girls are just like,
In their skimpies.
no, they're just like random no name streamer. They're not.
Well, because they're girls that like I like came up with.
Anyways, continue.
Um,
It's this girl who looked like a stream. I think I remember you telling me this.
yes, and you were there that night.
You used to point at girls and like, oh, I met this girl at the bar last night, and you would show me like streamer girls that are hugely popular, but that wasn't true.
Yeah, yeah, that was the thing for a while. But that's when we started going to RWB.
Okay.
So this was back when we were like 19 or whatever. We were
Okay.
getting into the bar, not because I had a fake ID, you had a fake ID, I think, but I didn't have a fake ID. We just knew the bouncer, so we got in. Go into this bar, see this girl that looks like a streamer that like I think is cute, and then plus also she's good at video games. So like in my mind, I'm like, this is that girl.
Yeah.
And like that's all I can think about when I'm drunk. So I go up to her and I get like hammered, and this is during my Patron days where I'm just like throwing back shots, Patron nonstop, and go up to her and I order a round of Patron shots, shoot the shit with her for a little bit, leave, come back, and she goes, "You need another shot of Patron?" And me and her like sat there. I can't tell you to this day what we talked about, but like it was like nonstop conversation to the point where one of our friends came up to us and to me and was like, "Do you know this girl?" And I was like, "Nah, just met her tonight." And like I was just going back and forth with her. She bought me a shot of Patron after a while. Like I bought like one. And I was like, "You want one too?" And she goes, "I'm not going to do Patron. I'll do a different shot with you." She poured up a shot for her.
Was it water?
Huh? It was like vodka or something.
Okay.
And she poured my shot of Patron, expensive shot. And I'm like, wow, this is so cool. And like, I'm still talking, but I was talking with my hands. And as I did that, I also ordered a Spotted Cow, like a more expensive beer as well. Most expensive beer that I'll buy. And as I do that, knock over my shot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no. And then that's when it hit me that I was really fucking hammered.
Yeah.
And so then I started stumbling and I was like, I gotta go. And she was like, no, I'll report it for you. And she reported it for me. I was like, thank you. You didn't have to do that. And I took the shot. I distinctly remember grabbing my beer. I was like, you have a good night. I turned around and I was like, I threw my arms up even. And as I threw my arms up, you guys were all behind me, like talking. And I walked over to you guys, dropped my beer on the ground.
You did just tell me this last week.
Did I?
1 week or 2 weeks ago. But
on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But then I dropped the beer and I'm just like, oh, man. And then we had to go. I feel like you and I run into that same issue, though, where I think that we do very well when we're drunk talking to people. Because in general, like, we're very, like, outgoing, funny people. And then, like, and easy to talk to. And when we're drunk, we'll just do it with anybody.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who. Like, it could be the most boring fucking person.
Yeah.
It could be the hottest chick. And it's no problem for us.
Yeah.
And we'll...
Yeah, you'll get something out of it.
Yeah, and, like, they'll be talking to you. And at some point, you especially, me, I'll just wear it and just, like, talk to the person the whole night. You'll at some point go, wait, what did she just say to me?
Yeah.
What did I just say to her? And then at that point, you're like, oh, I'm too fucked up to realize I'm not keeping any memories. And then that's when you go immediately, no matter even if they're in the middle of a sentence or if you're in the middle of a sentence, you go, I got to get out of here. And it's always, I got to get out of here for you. And used to do that so often. One of my favorite stories, do you remember?
It feels so weird talking about us going to a bar.
Yeah, because it's been so long.
It hasn't been that long.
It's been so long.
But it feels like it's been
2 months.
It feels like it's been years.
But also, like, me and you haven't been going to the bars like we used to in a while, like a couple of years. You and I used to get blackout drunk every time that we go out. Now it's just I get blackout drunk. Yeah. You were notorious for falling asleep in bars.
Yeah,
consistently.
How many
night.
bars did I get kicked out in one night? Would you actually say?
There was.
It would have been
3 in total.
720.
And it should have been 4.
720.
720. Brothers and McGillicuddy's, and then we go to the Harp, which is just right across the street.
Yeah.
There's this area. It's 3 bars. It's McGillicuddy's, Trinity. They're all right next to each other. We walk out of McGillicuddy's, get kicked out of there because you're falling asleep, as you do.
How many times did I do that and I had work in the morning?
So often. So much. And then this one was particularly bad because usually when you're just really fucked up, you just sleep. And that's your main issue. Well, after these 3 bars getting kicked out of, you decide I don't even think that you decided because you didn't have a choice anymore. Other people decided for you, hey, we're going to the Harp. They drag you across there and you're like,
I don't really remember the night.
You immediately run to the bathroom. Yeah. I have to follow behind you. And as we go in there, all the stalls are taken up. So you just throw up like an entire pizza.
I remember that. In the sink.
And I'm pretty positive you must have eaten like a pizza that you never eaten because there was like black olives, mushrooms, shit like that in there. It was disgusting. The most disgusting sight ever. And
it's not a weird thing that your drunk version of yourself makes choices that you would never make.
Yeah, so much. Like the other weekend I fucking was eating that mushroom pizza like it was just straight mushrooms.
Just like decisions that don't exist in your body that your drunk persona is like, wait, yeah, we do like this.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Like, I won't eat things on the bones, but goddamn, my ribs good when I'm fucking drunk.
That's crazy to me that you still won't like.
But back to the story.
It's going to make me angry.
Yeah, you throw up in the sink, and immediately somebody comes up to me and goes, you got to control your fucking I go, you better step the fuck back. Because I'm ready to fight sometimes. And then I was like, he's fine. I walk you out to our friends. You sit on a stool immediately and go, pass out. So they're trying to keep you awake in there. I'm trying to clean up the mess in this fucking bathroom to the point where there's still a little bit left, but I cleaned it up pretty good, which is nice of me. Fucking, you're welcome.
You know what's crazy is that you tell this story like you're a good friend. A real good friend would have been like, oh, he's too drunk, let's take him home. But in your head, you go, hey, the night has just begun.
Did you want to go home?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So then I don't clean it up good enough. There's still yak in the sink, and a fucking bouncer goes in there. walks out. He goes, "Did anybody see who threw up in there?" And I was like, "Yeah, I saw a guy over there throw up and just walk out like it was fine." And they found some random guy and kicked him out. And you just were there. It's so funny because like we'd like shake you and you'd be like wide awake for a second, and then you just.
That reminds me of this story I heard on the Rooster Teeth podcast of his name was Bernie Burns. He was at a party. He got too drunk.
He ran for presidential election.
He got
Democratic Party.
No, he got too drunk at this party, and
I would say that's too drunk.
There was bags. Yeah, I didn't get too drunk. There was bags of popcorn, and he just started handing them out to people and just being like, "Hey, you're too drunk. You have to leave." And he started kicking these people out of the party. Yeah. And he just thought he was being funny till the next day. Like a couple of people came up to me like, "Thank you for letting me know that I got too drunk. Like I got wild." So yeah, just like the wrong people got kicked out of parties.
It's so goofy. We've also done that before.
Told people they had to leave.
Yeah. So me, you, and the brother AK3. He very good athlete at this college, Whitewater. We go up there. We always get fucking trashed, fucking hammered up there. And we go to some. We don't even do this often when we went up there.
A house party that we weren't invited to.
Yeah, we go to a random house party that he knew about, and it was because they smoke loud or something. Yeah, pretty much.
We didn't know anybody in there. When we got in there, I don't think we found somebody we knew.
No, and immediately when we go in there, AK3 immediately walked up to somebody like he knew him. Come to find out, he didn't know him. It was just some good-looking girl that wanted to talk to him. Yep. That girl. He talks to her the whole night. At some point, they start kicking us out, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's fine." And I just walked past them, and like we just shouldered our way in there.
There was people stopping us from getting deeper into the party. Yeah, and we pushed them aside and said, "No, it's fine. We're in here."
And then finally, it got to a point where they wanted the party to just die down in general. So then some guy starts going, "Everybody's got to get out." Not in the room because we're deep in the room of the friends. Yeah. Not talking to anybody because we're not friends with any of them.
We don't know anybody.
But we're in the room where this guy's like, none of these guys need to get kicked out. These people in the kitchen just need to get scram.
It's like, so this party we pushed in that they didn't want us into in the first place. Yeah. We just ended up going to the right place at the right time. Yes. Because we were the cool people who could stay.
Yeah. But in reality, it was just because I was bigger than these people and like trucked my way through. And
when he was like, "You guys got to, everybody needs to get out of here," we joined in the fray.
I immediately go, "Yeah, you guys need to get the fuck out." And I start waving, and I put my hand on like some kid's back, and I was like, "Hey man, you gotta go." And I walked him out. He was like, "Dude, can I at least grab my beers?" And I was like, "No, those are here now." I just pushed him out. I remember walking like 3 people out, and he was like, "Hey, thanks, man, but like you also got to go." I was like, "No, it's fine, bro." And I like patted him on the shoulder and walked past him. Went back into that room. AK is just like still macking with that chick. I was like, "Hey, I think that we should go. This party's whack now. Everybody got kicked out."
Remember when, also in Whitewater, also too drunk, our friend Trevor is passed out on the porch of these people's house? Do you remember this?
I don't remember this, no.
He's passed out on the porch, and Trevor is 6'3" or 4".
Yeah, big guy.
He's probably like 260. Yeah, like he's not like a fat. He's like a jacked guy. Yeah, and he's passed out on the porch, and we found him after. It's like a day drinking event. I don't remember specifically one. Yeah, and he had been sleeping on the porch for maybe a couple hours. Like he's just been there, and we found him on the way back, and I was like, "Oh, hey, Trevor, you gotta go." And it was a bunch of our friends. And then the people of the house came out, and they were like, "You need to get your friend out of here." And I was like, "No, yeah, I don't want to be here either." And that's when Trevor shut up. And like he's just drunk, and he's just like in the fight or flight mode. So he's like, "You don't want any of this." And he starts like threatening the guy.
That's my favorite shit.
And he starts getting in his face. And because the kid is like he's like a freshman in college. No, he was a sophomore in college, because I remember him being like, "You freshmen need to get out of here." And I remember being like, "Yo, we don't go to college."
That was always my favorite shit. Like when they were like, "Oh, you fucking amateurs, you freshmen or sophomores," and like we get that all the time.
Out.
Yeah, I never went. I never went. I come here to fucking kill brain cells, dude. I fucking come here to beer bong at Four Loko, get really fucked up, and usually fall asleep on my friend's bed.
And
before everybody goes out.
After I said, hey, I don't go to school. He was like, what are you guys doing here? That's when Trevor was like, you really don't want to do this. And I was like, hey, I'm being honest. I'm not going to fight you, but I can't say the same about him. Just let me take him and we can leave. And I think it took like 2 or 3 of us to just pull Trevor off. Trevor didn't know these people. He had been sleeping on their porch for 2 hours, and he was ready to knock these kids out.
I like that because I get in that. I can't think of a specific story right now, but I also get in the same like mood sometimes where I'm just like, something's not mine, and I take it, or I'm just like in a place where I shouldn't be, and because of that, I have to like. I always want to fight.
I can't imagine how those kids are like. Well, it's their porch now. They've earned it. This isn't ours.
Stoop kids are going stoop, dude.
Anyways, we got a pizza. Let's get out of here.
All right, peace out, cunts.